Now joined by Vermont women's basketball head coach Alisa Kresge. Coach, thanks so much for joining us. How are you today?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Excited for the season. I want to just start off the top. You're the conference preseason favorites. What's it like to hear that you were selected atop the coaches poll to begin the season?
You know, I just think that's really nice of the coaches in this league, but I think it's a really, really talented league. And at the end of the day, that's nice that they have elected us as sitting on top, but we have a lot of work to do to get there.
Your program has taken jumps forward each of the last couple seasons. How are you going to try to maintain that level this season?
Well, you know, a credit to our players. They worked really hard in the off season, but we got to stick to what we do best and our fundamentals and bring it every day and practice every day like it's the last. And right now we're doing that. So, and challenge ourselves. Nothing's going to be easy. Nothing's going to be given to us. We're not a surprise. So we're going to have to show up every day.
You do bring back a core group of returners from last year. What's that like to have so many of your pieces from last year's title-winning squad back?
I definitely take them. I'm not complaining about that. But it's unique because this is the first time we have such a core of experience, and then we have some newcomers that are trying to figure it out. So we got to be patient with each other because we're trying to bridge that gap right now. But it's nice because there's a lot of coaching on the floor that's not even the coaches. It's our players with their experience and knowledge of what we do and how we do things.
What do those newcomers need to do to find ways into the lineup and find ways to get some minutes?
I think they're working hard. They got to really buy into what we do. We have a defensive mindset, and I do think some of them are working hard. But it's a tough situation to be in because you have some really nice players ahead of you, so you got to go beat somebody out.
You mentioned a lot of the hard work your team's putting in the preseason. How has the preseason been overall? As you mentioned, all the different types of players that are on your roster.
It's been good. They've been battling somewhat to the point that I got to make sure that we're not overworking at this point, which is a good problem to have. They're really practicing hard and with a chip on their shoulder. You know, I think like we did last year was nice, but that was last year. That's in the past. This is a new year, a new team. And so they're working as if they didn't get where they wanted to be yet.
You've put together a really difficult non-conference schedule. The Gulf Coast Showcase kind of highlighting that with teams of national prominence. What were you trying to accomplish when you put together that non-conference stretch of games?
You know, I want to be ready for a really strong league play. There's a lot of great teams in this league, and they just keep elevating their programs. So we got to be ready, and I felt like we need to go be challenged in the non-conference to be ready for all the different things we're going to see in conference play.
You mentioned all those tough teams in the conference. You faced them each of the last couple of seasons. How do you try to just make sure you are ready come day one in America East action? What are the things that you need to have your team prepared for once you get into league play?
A little of everything. You know, we have different styles in this league, but really the mindset of taking it one day at a time, being prepared for what we're going at today and not worry about tomorrow.
If we get to the end of the season and it's a successful one, why will that be? What are the keys to forming a successful season this year?
I think it goes back to our fundamentals, but our family, that we're taking care of each other. There's going to be highs and lows. How do we get through it together? I think that's going to be a big key. I think the foundation is there. They work hard, they play hard, they want to be in the gym, they love it. But we got to have each other's back in the tough moments.
Just how great is it to have Emma and Delaney back choosing to use that fifth year?
Yeah, I'm fighting for a sixth year. So, no, it's great. They're quite the leaders in different ways, but they really are running this team in a way that it's really healthy and it's good, and they care about everybody on this team. They've set the bar high.
Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck this year.
Thank you very much.